Hello everyone, I am Akash, and today on our channel we will be going to understand an important concept in neural networks called dropout, and we'll start with the basics. Then we will move on the practical use case to see how dropouts helps in various domains and lot of stuffs. Basically, we'll be not focusing on the use case in various domains. We'll be going to understand the dropout in the simple terms basically. So what will be our agenda basically in this particular video, and we'll be try to understand what is a dropout, why dropout is important, use case, how this dropout will be used in model generation, and applying the dropout in Python with respect to the understanding of the Python demo. We'll be going to understand that, and we'll try to understand what are the limitation and how we can be improve this particular dropout. In that particular case, what are the key things that are there? We'll be try to understand that first. Okay, so post that we'll try to understand the concept first and try to understand why the dropout is important, what particular thing it is going to solve basically. Okay, first we'll discuss the concept part. So what's the concept is behind the dropout? So dropout, as you all know, that it is a regularization technique first of all, and it is used in neural networks. Okay, it will use to prevent the overfitting. You all know, right, what's overfitting means, right? Overfitting is nothing but, I will reiterate the overfitting. It works well on training data. Okay, but if you give the some another out of the box question, it is related to that specific problem, it will be not able to generate the results for that. Okay, in the simpler terms. Okay, so understand like that. Overfitting occurs, it prevents the overfitting basically. Overfitting occurs when a model learns the training data too well but fails to generalize to new unseen data. So try to understand the folks what's the concept behind that. We'll try to conclude the topic, how we can iterate this particular concept to the interview. I will be going to focus at the last. Okay, so what the dropout, why dropout is important? So what dropout will do? Dropout addresses this by randomly deactivating fraction of neurons during the training. So deactivating fraction of neurons basically means, like, let's say in the brains there are some functions, right? That doctors will be knowing that this particular neuron, what is a particular use case for that. If particular neuron, if we deactivate, some memory will be getting lost or something kind of a sort of stuff, folks. So try to understand this, like we are deactivating the function, deactivating the fraction of the neurons during the training. This forces the network to learn more robust features and reduce the on specific neurons, leading to better generalization. Okay, are you able to understood, right, the concept, what the concept is all about, and we understood this particularly. Okay, so try to understand the use case now. So imagine you are building a sentimental analysis model for customer reviews using the different industries like restaurants, e-commerce, electronics and fashion. Without the dropout, what will happen is the model might become too specialized in recognizing patterns unique to one industry but struggle with new. Okay, if you are not using the dropout, unseen data from another industry by applying the dropout during the training. Okay, so the model learns to focus on diverse features across industry, improving its ability to generalize and provide accurate sentimental analysis across the board. Okay, I hope you got the fair understanding what is this all about, use case. So why the dropout is very much important. Okay, so we'll try to understand how we can apply this concept in use case with respect to the Python code. Okay, first of all we will be going to import the library. We'll try to see which this is able to do it or not. Okay, so we are importing the library, we are generating the synthetic data. Alright folks, so it has been imported this particular library without any cause of error. After that we are just generating the synthetic data by just using the classification and number of samples, features, informative and random state, which we have already. We have a particular data set. We are just classifying that, and we are just dividing the data set basically for accordingly, basically. Okay, I hope you are understanding this. Particularly what we are doing, we are building a neural network with dropout. So sequential model we are taking, and we are adding the layers here. Okay, one layer which activation function, which will be a relu, right? You know all of the things for working functionality of a neural network, right? So I hope this gives you a clear idea. And we are just adding a 50% dropout rate. Okay, so we are acting a dense and activation which is equal to sigmoid. Okay, with the particular activation sigmoid function, why we are using this, which is only takes the 0 and 1s kind of a thing, right? Binary particular thing. So which we have done, we are compiling the optimizer, the Adam optimizer. We are using the loss as binary cross entropy, and metrics we are using as accuracy. Then we are just okay, so we have built the neural network with dropout. Then we are just training the model with the fit function, xtrain ytrain, and with the approach 50 and batch size 32, and we are validating the data based upon the tested data basically. Okay, I hope you are aware of the sort of stuffs, right? I hope you are aware of that. So after getting completed of 50 in the 50 batches, we'll try to see it here basically, right? So what is a loss function, folks? Like loss function is which will generalize your model. So lesser the loss function, the better your model is about. Okay, so try to understand like that approaches, folks. Okay, so see here, so the loss is 0.15, so val accuracy is 94%. Okay, so after that we'll just try to validate this particular model. This is a particular thing which how we can do how we can fit the model using of the dropout. Okay, I hope you got the clarity. So this code, what this code will talks about, it will build a neural network with a dropout layer using the TensorFlow and Keras library. So we created a synthetic data to split the training and testing, then training the model with dropout rate of 50%. Then we dropout layer which will randomly deactivate half of the neuron during the training, so that which will generalize the model. Okay, so what are the limitations of this particular and how we can improve it? This dropout is effective and preventing the overfitting. Okay, it is effective and it will prevent the overfitting. Okay, and it increases the training time due to the random deactivation of the neurons. So one improvement is adaptive dropout, where dropout rate adjusts during the training based on validation performance. This can optimize the regularization model training time. Okay, so conclude, like what we have to conclude from this particular discussion is, like dropout is valuable tool in deep learning for improving the model generalization and preventing the dropout. Okay, so this is a particular thing we can understand, and by randomly deactivating the neurons, dropout encourages the network to learn more robust features, so leading to better performance on unseen data. And adapt dropout and other techniques to enhance the effectiveness of the dropout in various applications across different domains basically. So that's it about this particular video, folks. So what you have to understand is, try to explain with the respect to the concept. First, try to explain them why we are using the dropout to increase the generalization of that particular model, so that certain questions they might ask basically for this particularly. So to understand what's your fair understanding about the dropout, so we understood about the dropout in neural networks. Let me know in the comment down below, folks, what are your thoughts is about, and what are the key things. Are you liking this particular interview kind of a series? Let me know in the comment down below so I can get more information about it. Okay, that's it about this video, folks. We'll meet in the next video with another DeFi series of part 3. So we'll try to understand one by one.